Okay, so first of all, we're going to start off by talking about some vocabulary. You do not need to draw what I draw on this top diagram. Tomorrow in class, we'll worry about some other diagrams that I do want you to color code and draw on. I'm just going to draw on it because I'll be able to erase and then you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about as I do it, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is parallel lines. In the past, we've talked about parallel lines being lines that have the same slope but different y-intercepts, and then they never intersect or they never touch. So if you look at our diagram here, we have a pair of parallel lines right there. Okay, then we also have this line right here, and this line is a transversal because it intersects a pair of parallel lines. So all a transversal line is a line that intersects parallel lines. Okay? Next thing that we need to talk about is alternate interior angle pair. So these are angles that lie between, between two lines on opposite sides of the transversal. So when we talk about angles on the inside, I'm talking about angles right here. Again, this is my transversal line. So they have to be on opposite sides of the transversal, like angle 4 and angle 6. And then also, we have angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, they are on opposite sides and on the inside. If you notice, even though angle 4 and 3 are on opposite sides of the transversal, those lines are actually supplementary because we can add them together to get a straight line. Okay, so 4 and 3 are not alternate interior, and 5 and 6 are not alternate interior angles. Okay, those are supplementary angles. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is alternate exterior. So interior meant on the inside, alternate means opposite. So these are going to be angles that lie lie on the outside two lines on opposite sides of the transversal. Okay, so we have angles on the outside, which would be these ones, and they have to be on opposite sides of the transversal. So we have angle 1 and angle 7, and then we also have angle 2 and angle 8. Okay, again, they're on opposite sides of the transversal, they're on the outside. However, 1 and 2 are not alternate exteriors because, again, those ones are actually supplementary because they make a straight line. So those are not alternate exteriors, and neither is 8 or 7 because they are supplementary as well. So those are the only pairs that we have. If we go to corresponding angles, these are angles in matching corners of a figure formed by two lines and a transversal. Okay, so when I mean matching corners, I mean if I cut this in half right here and I took the top part and pasted it onto that bottom part right there, they would be on top of each other, okay, or they're in matching corners. So like angle 1 would match up with angle 5. Angle 2 would match up with angle 6. Angle 4 would match up with angle 8. And angle 3 would match up with angle 7. Okay, so they would lie on top of each other or they're in matching corners. Okay, so we had angle 1 and angle 5. We had angle 2 and angle 6. We had angle 3 and angle 7. And then we also have angle 4 and angle 8. So there are actually 4 pairs of corresponding angle pairs where the other 2 that we talked about already only have 2 pairs. Okay? All right, the next one we have consecutive, which means same. Interior angles. So these are angles that lie, sorry, I want to get the vocabulary correct, between two lines and are on the same side of the transversal. So this time, when we're talking about our transversal line here, they're going to be on the inside, but on the same side. So on the inside and on the same side, we have angle 4 and angle 5. Then we also have angle 3 and angle 6. Okay, and then the last one that you have there, you have consecutive, which means same side, exterior angle pairs. So these are angles that lie outside two lines and are on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so again, we have the transversal. They're going to be on the same side and on the outside. So here's the outside over there. So 1 and 8 are on the same side. And then we also have 2 and 7. Okay, again, we will talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, and we will actually color code those other pieces that you cut out and pasted onto page 31. So don't worry about filling out page 31 yet. We will talk about that during class tomorrow. You do still need to watch the second video, which fills out the notes for page 32.